What is up there, guys and girls? Welcome to my channel, and this is your favorite penguin, the Penguinator. And today what I'm doing is I'm showing you all the known steps so far for the Dave Savage $1 billion Easter egg treasure hunt in Shaolin Shuffle. Now, originally we thought it was just a music Easter egg. However, the very first step is actually the radio. So for this one, I will go through the radio step, and then I'll show you the rest of the steps as well. Now, I have the ciphers. I will read out what they are. However, I will not post them on the screen, but I will tell you what they say. So that way you'll know why you go where you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So obviously the very first thing you need to do is avoid getting hit by zombies if you can. But second thing you need to do is run over here and check for a radio. That is your very first radio right there. Now you're going to run over here to the heebie-jeebies and check over here behind this speaker. As you can see, it's not there. It would actually be protruding out behind it a little bit and you would be able to see it. Radio number 2 is right here behind that pallet. Radio number 3 for me is right here in this tire. And you don't have to listen to them, which is good. You can just run around and grab them if you need to. So, radio number... Come on, grab the radio. There we go. So that's radio number 4 for me. We'll run over here and we'll check this trash can real quick. Nope, not there. And we'll run up here in radio number 5. Yep, there it is. Right here on top of this electrical cabinet. Oop, we got to get close enough. There we go. Radio number 6 could be one of these trash cans. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not there. Hold on. Okay, there's radio number 6. So now all we have to do is find the famous number 7 radio and we'll be good to go. Okay, that's one spot. It is not there. Let's go over here and we'll check the trash can. Alright, as you can see, it's not in the trash can. And I'll point out the other locations, even though I find it, I still point it out. That way you'll be able to find it once you have the radios and you start this step. So the next 2 locations is on the roof. And let's see. It could be right here behind these center blocks. I do not see it. The next location is, of course, right here again. And there it is. That's the final one for me. And you'll know when you get all of them because you'll have that 500 XP. But don't worry. Like I said, I want to show you the next 2 locations. Now, the other location can be sitting right up here inside this pipe. That's another location. And the final location that it could be at could be right back here, right there. That is the final location I know of, and that is all those locations. Now, once you get all of the radios, you have to go up to the roof of Inferno Disco and look at the clock, which I will do in a second. I just got to get around these 2 zombies, but I do want to show you that too as well. So now we're going to go back over here to Inferno Disco. And once we get to the roof, like I said, I will show you the clock. So we're going to fast forward to that. Alrighty, here we are at the roof of Inferno Disco. And you see this clock on the wall right over here? You have to aim at it for about 3 to 5 seconds. And you should get a cipher going. Come on. There it goes. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but anyway. So once you get the cipher going, you just basically have to have somebody write all the letters down and decipher it. However, here's what it says. My name is David Savage. You seek my treasure. Good luck finding it amongst all the garbage in the city. So once that cipher has completely finished, then, as far as I know, you have to wait for it to finish. Then what you do is you go down into the subway and you have to hold square on 12 trash cans. Now the best way to do it is to go through it like this. You start over here with the one right here between the lockers. You'll hear that sound. So you go over here. You hit that one. You hit this one. You hit that one. And then after that, make sure the train's not coming. Hop over here and hit that one. And again, make sure the train's not coming before you try to hop back over. And that is all the trash cans on that side. Now, what you're going to do is go to the other subway, which leads past the Tough Enough. So you go over here to Tough Enough, you turn right, and make immediate left. A lot of people forget this one. So you hit that trash can right there. Then you go through here. Now this one is glitchy. I don't know why it's glitchy, but it is. But again, make sure you hear the noise. And then you go up here and start hitting all these trash cans. You get this one right here. Heard the noise. We're good. And again, you have to make sure you hear that noise. Otherwise, you didn't get it. Alright, now that you have all the trash cans, then you head over here to Heebie-Jeebies. And right here, you should see the other cipher. And again, I don't know why it is not doing it. But there should be another cipher there in a second. Let's try again. And again, you have to go here and stare at it, but a cipher should appear. I think it's because I'm moving. You got to stare directly at it for about 5 seconds without moving, without a zombie and everything else. So let me try one more time, and then we will go from there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and head back over here and we will try one more time. Okay, why is it? I don't know why that one's not working. Okay, anyway, but if you get that cipher to work, then it says, I can't believe you looked in all the trash in this city. My treasure isn't even that. Stop, seriously, stop. What that is that is giving you a hint that you need to run over here and look at this stop sign down here. And then again, that cipher, of course, is working. I don't know why the other one's not. But again, it'll flash through all the letters. And once it is done, it says, I guess you're going to continue this insane quest. Well, as my father always said, onwards and upwards. Now what that is letting you know you need to look up somewhere. And the place you need to go and look up is inside the Inferno disco. And I'm sorry that my penguin guy is not moving around or anything. For some reason, the camera's having a hard time picking it up. But, so you go over here to Inferno disco, and you have to go up here. And there's a special side room. Right here where this, not there. It's on this side. Where this table is bent over, you have to get right down here and look up. And there's your other cipher. Now that cipher will read, let me get away from this zombie so I can read it off to you here. Okay. So, that cipher will read, I bet you're wondering why I'm giving away my fortune. Well, to tell you that I would have to go back to where it all began. So in other words, it is telling you to go back to spawn. So now we have to go all the way back to spawn. Hey, my penguin guy's moving again. So we have to go all the way back to spawn. And then I'll show you where to look for that cipher. And we will go from there. However, at this point in the video, I'll have to stop and redo everything much later on tonight. And there's a very big reason for that, and I'll explain why in a moment. But you go over here to spawn, and right over here at this cage. So you're just going to stare at the wall. And there's your other cipher. Now this cipher says, when I was young, I was a gifted singer, but I never bathed. I smelled awful, but I had the great set of pipes. And then if you rearrange some letters from that, I don't know who thought this up, but they had to look it up. Midnight, clock on disco roof must be 12 midnight New York time for you to get the next cipher. So in other words, it just says midnight, which means at midnight New York time, you have to go back to the roof of Inferno Disco, and you will get the next cipher. And basically, the next cipher will actually not be up there. It'll be down near Tough Enough. I'll show you where it's at, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So, what you need to do is run back to Inferno Disco, and also you need to do one of those time change things so you know exactly what time is midnight New York time, your time. So, you go over here, and you're going to go to the roof of Inferno Disco, and you'll see what time it says for me. And actually, my time is New York time because we're both, where I live and New York are both on the East Coast, so our times are the same. So I'm not worried about that. But you would run over here and see, like right now, for me, my time is 6:11. So I have little under 6 hours to wait to where I can do the next cipher. But don't worry, I'll show you where that cipher is at. And once that time is at 12 o'clock, I think you have 12 and I think you have about an hour in case something happens, you know, whatever, to do it. So you would run through here, and this is where the cipher will appear. It'll appear on this wall right here. Now, I did get that cipher for you. That cipher will say, well, you have done well to make it this far. There is only one more step to find a king's ransom. You must first find a king. Best of luck. And then they got June 6th. Now, that has been some speculation. Do we have to wait till June 6th? Is there something among the trash that has something with June 6th on it? I don't know. Now, I will say this. I did a lot of research looking into it. And I do want to thank Damon that game, because this is where I got all these steps from. And when I looked into the research, a lot of us were thinking, you know, maybe it's because you have to beat the Rat King by June 6th or something like that, and then you'll get the treasure. But one of the ciphers talked about being a musician. Great set of pipes and stuff like that. And that got me thinking, what if there was a musician that was really big back in about the 70s sometime that could have been, you know, what they're hinting at with this Easter egg? And what I figured out is this. There was a musician. His name was Nat King Cole. He had a song called Unforgettable, which actually was the name of a movie based on his life that aired for premiere. Well, not in the 70s, but it aired later for a premiere on June 6th. So maybe we have to find something dealing with Nat King Cole around the map. So I started looking, and I mean, if you look at the different newspapers and stuff, they should have stuff on it and everything. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. But I will keep looking, and I will let you know what I find out. But again, I do want to say that I do believe it has something possibly to do with Nat King Cole. And I find it ironic that we have basically a theater over here, even though it's a special theater, I guess you could say. But, I mean, it was a theater and everything. So, just look around the map if you get to that point and start hunting. And maybe you'll find something that relates to Nat King Cole, a song title. Who knows? But definitely, you need to look around the map and see what you can find. And I just noticed that there is a movie theater over there. So, let me go back to the roof and take a look. I wonder if that has something to do with another side Easter egg, November 8th. But anyway, so before I go, let me go back up to the roof and look real quick. So I am curious about that other theater. But I do believe that might have something to do with it, is Nat King Cole. So, it's not 100% definite. Like I said, it's just a theory. Let's see, do we see anything this way? We got Stealth Park. Nope. Alright, let's run over here. See anything down... Wait a minute, what's that? Private rooms. Okay, no, I think that's just another rendition of that kitty cat thing. Okay, I don't see anything there. Let me check over here. Messiah. Interesting. Messiahs are considered kings sometimes, saviors. That's a possibility. Okay, anyway. So I'll definitely keep looking into it for you guys and hopefully be able to help all of you find out what the next step is so everybody can have their shot at getting this Easter egg. Now, I will say this. This is a warning. Big, big warning. They have come out with several people who have tried this. And if you turn off your system from the internet, like you disconnect it and everything, and then you decide what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the time and the date to match June 6th and so on, then you will get another cipher. However, it says you are now permanently banned from being able to achieve this treasure and something about being a cheater. So I strongly suggest, in case it is true and you will be banned, do not attempt to cheat to achieve this treasure. Just wait if you have to wait, or if we have to wait till June 6th, and go from there. That is my biggest suggestion I can give you guys. Do not try to cheat by doing that, because if it is true and you will be banned, you can miss out on a big treasure. So I will see you guys next time. Until then, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, help support your favorite penguin and help the channel grow. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have not done so, and when you subscribe, hit that little bell. That way you'll always stay notified of all your favorite penguins videos and live streams, which I will be doing again as much as I can, because I'm actually having fun doing live streams with fellow gamers and so on. And I just really enjoy playing the game with you guys and trying to help you out. So if you like this video, again, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, and later.